MLS Week 4 is here with 14 games all on Saturday and 28 of the league's 29 teams all in action. So with that said, let's jump right into it for our best bets for MLS Week 4, and we're going to start with St. Louis City against the San Jose Earthquakes. St. Louis sits top of the table at 3-0-0. They've scored 8 goals in those games and are second in shots on target in the league. They've also allowed a goal, though, in each of those games, winning 3-2, 3-1, and 2-1. San Jose has scored in all 3 of their games, a 2-1 loss, a 2-1 win, and a 1-0 win. They're historically awful on the road, though, winning just 1 of 20 recent road games going back into last season. They've allowed a goal in 11 straight away matches, but have also scored in 8 of those 11 games. I think we could see some chaos in this game, goals coming from both sides. Let's go both teams to score over 2.5 for plus 100 odds. Next, we'll go into a parlay. We have 3 legs in this parlay, and it's going to start with the day's first game on Saturday, Seattle against LAFC. These are 2 top teams, with Seattle at 2-0-1 and LAFC at 2-0-0. There's been 15 all-time meetings between these teams, and only twice have there been fewer than 2 goals scored between them, and that came way back in 2018 for those less than 2 goals. Last year, the scorelines between these teams were 2-1 LAFC and a 1-1 draw. This year, the teams have combined for 13 goals, and Seattle is first in XG at 7.3, while LAFC is second at 4.7. So let's go both teams to score in the first leg of this parlay between Seattle and LAFC. The next leg will come from the Atlanta and Portland game. Portland currently has the longest active goal-scoring streak in MLS at 23 straight games, scoring at least 1 goal. But they've dropped 2 of 3 games, and they have as many as 8 players listed out through injury, and just really haven't looked that good all season so far. Atlanta has been hot, and they're undefeated at 2-1-0. I think Atlanta can probably win this one, but I certainly think we'll see goals. Atlanta is second in shots, third in shots on target, second in XG, first in attacking third touches, and fourth in corners. Let's include over 1.5 goals into the parlay here. And the final leg will come from Montreal and Philadelphia. Montreal has looked awful in 2-0, 1-0, and 2-0 losses. They're one of only 3 teams who have yet to score a goal this season. Their XGA of 6.3 is tied for worst in the league. Montreal has also allowed the 3rd most shots and 6th most shots on target. Philly may be coming off CCL play midweek where they won 4-0, but they do have 5 goals scored in just 3 MLS games so far, and they've also scored in 12 of their past 14 league games. So all I'm asking for is Philadelphia goal for the last leg of the parlay, so Philly to score over 1.5 in Atlanta and Portland, and both teams to score with Seattle and LAFC. That'll get you plus 154 odds. And finally, the last parlay will be 2 games, both teams to score in both of them, and it's going to start with Toronto and Miami. The both teams to score trend has continued into 2023 for Toronto after 3-2, 1-1, and 1-1 results. Despite leading at 1 point in all 3 of those games, Toronto has failed to win, making them the first team in MLS history to do so in their opening 3 games. Lorenzo Insigne is out, but Federico Bernardeschi is in, and he has 2 goals already this season for Toronto. With him in the lineup and at home at BMO, I think Toronto should create some offense. But they've also lost 5 in a row to the Herons, and they lost 2-1 and 1-0 last season. Let's go both teams to score, Toronto and Miami. And next we'll go to Houston and Austin. We'll close out this parlay with the Copa Tejas matchup between these 2 new rivals. The Dynamo are fresh. They were off last week, while Austin could be tired after playing in CCL and suffering a real big shock elimination to Haitian side Violette. Nonetheless, when these 2 sides meet up, we usually see goals. Scorelines between them in this short rivalry have read 3-1, 2-1, 2-1, 3-0, and 3-2. Austin clearly is the more talented team, but Houston is rested and at home, which I think could balance the scales and make us see some goals coming from both sides. So we'll go both teams to score with Houston and Austin, paired with both teams to score, Toronto, Miami. That gets plus 175 odds. Those are my MLS Week 4 best bets this weekend. Good luck, everybody.